Hey guys, Chris DeFazio here for Self-Defense course for women. So, I had a couple of things I wanted to talk about. I actually ran into a police officer, which is a good friend of mine, that was in visiting his family for the holidays. And one of the things we talked about is how things are, different in California compared to here as far as self-defense, etc., etc. One of the things I wanted to talk about, and I don't endorse a lot of products, but I do believe if something is worth talking about, then I will bring it up, as well as I know my brand is Calm Self-Defense Course for Women, but occasionally I answer a question from a man or whatever the case is. So, one of the things we discussed is people barely use batons or blades these days, even though they're still allowed to carry the batons that flick out, or a police-issued Spyderco knife. For the people that don't know what those are, Spyderco knives look very similar to each other. They kind of have that extra lock-in blade, and they're very, very good knives. This one's ball bearing driven, so on and so forth. But I'm not here to talk about that knife today. I want to talk about the Blackhawk tactical knife. And I was talking to him about, usually it's been said that someone that has no knife skills can close a gap 15 feet or closer to a police officer quicker than they can draw weapons. So I've tested this. I see Fu and myself, which means Father Older Teacher, have tested this. He had mentioned in California that they have a belief system that it's 30 feet or closer. And the reason why is because some of the schooling, if you will, has been cut, the budget for self-defense, which I think is absolutely absurd that someone would enter into a police background to protect and serve and take that kind of oath, and they would shave away the funds, if you will, on self-defense. It just baffles me. Anyway, the knife that I want to talk about, and what I had talked to him about, is this not only proves that you can close a gap 15 or 30 feet faster than someone can draw a weapon, this not only does that and puts it in perspective, but I think with this you could close the gap in less than 7 seconds. So this knife that I carry here is a little different than most knives that are out there today, and I'll show you why, all right? This is called a quick fire. Now, for anyone that knows knives, that is an extremely fast draw. Everybody was worried about how fast they were going to pull something out. This just eliminates that situation. So it's got the finger hole, which keeps it from being taken away from you. It's got a flip-up balance spot for your thumb that can be used for jabbing, or just more balance of actually holding the knife, because now it's as long as your hand. It's got this little piece is what makes the magic happen, right there. That catches on the way out of the pocket and fires this knife out. Obviously it locks in place. There's the lock there. To my opinion, this Black Label, or Black Hawk as they used to call them, this is the newest version. It's by Buck. It's a very, very, very good blade. I've been carrying it for quite some time, and on the first or second drawer I picked up on it, and now as you can see, it's pretty much become second nature on the draw. The clip actually holds very well, and again, it just drops out, and it's just there and ready for any type of position that you need it, whether it's peck out, grip, ice pick, or it's this way. If you have to change it, it's very versatile to do so in the hand, as well as it's got serrated tongue, pieces here for grip, so it's harder to be taken away from you because of the finger hooks, but it's just that grip feels extremely nice. The only downfall I find with this weapon so far is inside here, the lock system's a little thinner than what I'm used to. I don't like that. I would like to see them change this to as thick as the actual gooseneck of the blade. And then I would have absolutely nothing bad to say about this knife. I barely have anything now to say bad about it. Also, you have your finger screw here, which, you know, you can flip it out as well in that kind of motion. So anyway, if you guys are looking to just change your game, I've seen these things. I've been following them. They've been out for a couple of weeks, and I think they sell 60 a day at least off the website. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight on how things have changed in the game from taking something out of your pocket and opening it, you know, and hoping that that person that's a major threat hasn't closed that gap. Even something like you've seen me use in the past, the butterfly knife, you have to still go in your back pocket and whip it out and hope that this takes place quickly. I just think that, you know, you get sufficient with your weapons for a reason. Most of the reasons are to have a quick draw with them. And this thing, man, I haven't even played with this thing yet. I can't even imagine once I do it 100, 200 times how fast and how efficient it's going to be on the draw. So anyway, there you go. Absolutely deadly. Again, like I said in my last videos, knives do not get the respect they deserve. And they are, unfortunately, all over the place. So we have to be extremely careful about that. Take care. Chris Stefazio, Calm Self-Defense Course for Women. Have a great day.